Hello and namaskar, my dear students. Today I am making a video on reproduction in organisms. This topic is basically from Standard 10, chapter number 8. In between this #corona time, I am making this short, basic but very informative video that will really help you in clearing your concepts about reproduction. So without wasting much time, we will move through reproduction. So first guys, you have to know that what is reproduction, why is it necessary to learn about reproduction, how reproduction helps the organism in maintaining their number. So what is reproduction? Re means again and production means to produce. By the process of reproduction, organisms multiply, increase their number. Okay, so it is the ability of any living organisms to produce a same kind of other organisms generation after generation. But you know that not in their whole life organisms are able to reproduce. During whole life, organisms are not able to reproduce, right? Only a certain period of time they can able to reproduce, and these phase is known as reproductive phase, in which organisms can reproduce. But there are two other phases during in our lifespan. That one is juvenile phase, and last is senescent phase. So the juvenile phase is the phase of growth in which organisms are growing up, but they do not acquire the ability of reproduction. Second is reproductive phase, in which organisms are able to reproduce, and last is senescent phase, in which organisms loses its ability to reproduce. So there are three phases. Done. Now reproductive phase, that is our today's topic. There are two types of reproduction. One is asexual and second is sexual. So what is the difference between these two methods? Which type of organisms perform asexual reproduction and which follows the sexual reproduction? In asexual reproduction, there are no differentiation of sexes, only a single parent is involved, while in sexual reproduction there are separation of differentiation of sexes. That means two sexes are there. If we are talking about human, then their male is able to produce sperm cells and female is able to produce egg cells, like that. While in asexual reproduction, you can think about the bacteria, that there is no differentiation, like this is male bacterium and this is female bacterium, likewise. So in asexual reproduction, single parent is involved. It is non-gametic, that means gametes are not produced in asexual reproduction. You know about gametes, right? That gametes are the sex cells which help in reproduction, that are only formed in sexual reproduction and not in asexual reproduction. Now in asexual reproduction, there is only a single parent is involved, so the offsprings are exactly identical to their parents. That means clone. Clone is the term used for organisms that are exactly 100% identical to their parents. Fourth point is duration. Duration, here the term duration means that in asexual reproduction, it will take only a short period of time. For example, in E. coli, Escherichia coli, that will take around 20 minutes to multiply. While in sexual reproduction, if we are talking about human, then it will take 9 months or 10 months around. So asexual reproduction is a very short and a simple process, while a sexual reproduction is a complex, elaborate, and a long time consuming mechanism. Done? And now the types of asexual reproduction. In my next video, I will talking about the each type of asexual reproduction that is already written here, that fission, in which binary fission or multiple fission, fragmentation, regeneration, then budding, vegetative propagation, spore formation. What are these methods? What is the difference between these methods? What is the difference between fission and fragmentation? What is the difference between fragmentation and regeneration? Which type of organisms are perform these methods? That I will talk in my next video. Now, in sexual reproduction, I already discussed about these 3 points, that usually by two parents. Why I am written over that usually term? That if you are talking about plants, that if the flower is bisexual, that they have stamen plus pistil, then only one flower, one parent can produce pollen grains or egg cells. So that's why I am written over here that usually. Second point, gamete formation, that are the sex cells formation. Third, that is not clone, 100% not same. As you know that you are not 100% looking like your father or your mother, but you acquire characteristics from both the parents. Fourth, that is phases. There are 4 phases in the sexual reproduction, very easy. That first is gamete formation. You know that the sex cell formation. Second is fusion of these gametes and zygote formation. If you are talking about human, that is very easy to understand. Male produce sperm cells, female produce egg cells. Then sperm cell will fuse with egg cell in oviduct or fallopian tube and form zygote. Then zygote will mitotically divide and form embryo. What is mitosis, meiosis, that will also I will talk in my next videos. Then embryo will further divides and form fetus and then infant. So there are 4 phases: gamete formation, then of course fusion of these gametes, formation of zygote. Then third phase, that is zygote will divide and form embryo, and in fourth the embryo will form the fetus. Done? Very easy. Now, advantage of sexual reproduction. You know that in sexual reproduction there are chances of variations are more because 2 parents are involved, so it will help in evolution process. That is very important. Now the last point, that are events in the sexual reproduction: pre-fertilization events, fertilization events, post-fertilization events are very simple, but I am not talking about these events in this video. I will tell you deeply about these events in my next video, but I want to tell you that what is the process of fertilization, that fusion of these gametes and formation of zygote, that is the second step of sexual reproduction. It is known as fertilization. Okay, guys, you have any query in this video or you cannot understand any term, you can ask me. I hope that you like this video. It will help you a lot in clearing your concepts. And if you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.